It's Good Morning Phyrexia. In the morning, broadcasting live on location from scenic
Haven of the Spirit Dragon.
Hell yeah.
I run that card.
There we go. And now we're there. And a quick visit to a featureless black void for some reason. I gotta figure that out.
Could not be more Phyrexian.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a dope Haven of the Spirit Dragon. I'm loving that feature.
Yeah.
I really, really like it.
Yeah. It's great. Yeah, I gotta put the universal overlay, over more things, because it seems to have gone behind the other thing. But, yeah, Alex redeemed the Seal of Orichalcos.
Of course I did.
The
Seal of Orichalcos!
Yeah, because they usually start with thus and then, hey, it's Tweak.
Hey, man, child.
Hell yeah.
What's up, buddy?
Yeah, so you can see that there's rewards to be redeemed. I wanted to point out that we're gonna test your metal. Is that next week?
Sounds like next week, yeah.
Yeah, very exciting. Save your mana. I have
as man-child buys literally nothing.
I feel bad for that. That's all those things that are currently off are going to get switched on. How do I get the seal? What are you talking about? You played it. The seal is on us. And I mean, here, let's cut to the field.
Should just be right there for 100 things.
Yeah, no, we got it. I didn't play it. And wait for it. Bam! Hold up. Yeah, look at that. We both got the seal on us.
Awesome. God, that's so cool. Oh, so it's just like a... Now, is that going to go away after the end of the first fight?
Yes.
Cool.
It goes into the game.
Awesome.
I know. I think I should get rid of that because Manchild makes now the second person who I seem to have misled into implying that it unlocks the emote.
I think I misled him. Because I was under the impression that was happening.
Possibly.
Which is fine.
But I'm calling you the first that I misled.
Perfect.
So good. It's a chain of misunderstanding.
Excellent.
But yeah, that's a tier 2 subscriber emote. Thanks, camera. Come on. Here, wait for it.
Nice.
There. And we're back. All right. Cameras, they love to change their settings for
it's crazy
you.
how everyone's eyes just got awful real quick.
All right. Well, I'm not wearing my glasses, so I'm like, is something wrong? I think something's wrong. Yeah, quick speculation. Now that we're rolling dice in the D&D set, Goblin Tutor went. That's really all I wanted to say.
Is that an
That's an something. So, when do we get an actual Goblin Tutor?
I mean, I would be down for some of the unhinged or the unset cards to be played.
Yeah.
Goblin Bookie is one of my favorites, and I would love to put that in Krakashima.
What's it do?
Lets you reflip a coin. Or re-roll any die.
Oh, I thought Krark's Other Thumb was like re-roll a die.
Krark's Other Thumb? I don't think that's
That's got to be an I'm pretty sure it exists.
But no, Goblin Bookie, I'm pretty sure you can pay a red, tap him, and reflip any coin or re-roll any die.
Nice.
Which again, doesn't seem busted to me.
Yeah.
In fact, if they're just going to make
cards... If you have to pay a mana to re-roll, hell yeah.
Yeah, right, exactly. I mean, you have to tap them, so you can only do it the one time. Unless there's an untap all permanents you control whenever you flip a coin.
Which they haven't done yet.
Wizards. Huh?
Yeah.
Huh? You're tripling our damage and our mana production.
Well,
you might as well let us untap when we flip coins.
Yeah. No, you know what? There you go. It should be like 0 mana, but when you play it, flip a coin. If heads, now whenever you flip a coin, untap all your.
Oh yeah, it should definitely be like a, whenever you win a coin flip, something happens.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Or maybe like 5, and this spell costs 1 less to cast for each. Well, 7, 1 less to cast for each coin you call correctly.
Oh, awesome!
And you have to flip 5 or something. I don't know.
That would be cool.
In the meantime, if you go to the Twitch About section, I put a horror show. It's great. James throws us a plant. I love it.
way to plant, James.
Hell yeah. James is going to love, on the rewards, there's Way of Anne, which is we both got a plant token.
Yep. I have a feeling we're going to start that game off with 13 plants.
Yeah. Krark's Other Thumb. It's Krark's Thumb for dice. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh, what? That's an actual uncard?
Maybe.
Because it shouldn't be. If Krark's Thumb exists, then Krark's Other Thumb should also exist.
Yeah. I mean, now that they're involving dice. I think only in unsets did dice exist for a while. There's some new commander coming out who's like, whenever you successfully roll a d20 or roll a dice or something,
He hits himself for 1.
Yeah.
And then makes a 5/4 elemental flying dragon that when it hits, you sack.
Yeah. When I was listening to a podcast, they were like, how many chances do you have to roll a dice? And someone counted up all the cards, and it's like, okay, now if you involve they're usually D6, and I think the commander only cares about D20 or something. I might have the other way around. Or maybe something else only cares about D20. Anyways.
I think it's something else.
Plant. Hell yeah.
Oh my
Plants
god.
in the chat, boys.
Plant battle.
Yeah. I love it.
Beginning to look like a greenhouse in the chat.
Yeah. We got a new channel reward, Measure Our Diction, where the player of your choice attempts to pronounce the name of my new commander. Alex assures me it's not a dick move, or at least that it's
it's a dick move,
levels.
but I'm not opposed to it. I'm gonna screw it up. I sat there for 4 minutes, like we had just eaten food. I sat there for 4 minutes trying to pronounce it and couldn't.
I got a new command. Anyone can use this one. Math hard. And I think it's funny because the command to make fun of me for being unable to count itself has no ability to count.
So it just comes up with a random number whenever
Yep.
you say math is hard.
Yep. I don't know if zero's included, but either 0 or 1 to 10,000.
It's awesome.
And while I was debasing myself by writing...
And that's just exclamation point, math is hard?
Math hard.
Math hard. 1 word? 2 words?
1 word.
1 word. Cool.
Remember to mash together. You got 2 H's right next to each other.
Yep.
You know what else I got is, you know how many times I'm in a chat and it's like, you know, on Twitch especially, and someone will be like, oh man, it's real hot here. It's like 25 Celsius. So freedom units. Oh, good. Yeah, James got it. 25 Celsius is 77 Fahrenheit. And he says poop. Well, poop isn't a command.
Ridiculous saltwater freedom units.
Yeah. It does kilometers, meters, kilometers per hour, degrees. And I was thinking currency is probably the big one, but I will never stay on top of that, so don't do that. Yeah, that's cool. Command math hard. I think center. Wait for it. There we go. You can almost read that text.
It's cool that that's just how we fix it.
Yeah.
We hold our phone up in the middle.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, we just go, hey, camera.
Hey, dude. Right here.
Yeah.
Now I activate
Hell yeah.
the seal of
We're going to start the game with 2 seals of Orichalcus.
Wait, that plays whenever someone buys the seal?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I feel like it should be louder. Yeah, I mean, it's essentially a sound alert for channel mana.
Oh my god, hilarious.
But I can't wait for this stuff. It's gonna be
I thought
great.
that you got Yugi playing it.
I know, I have to download the whole thing to find an episode.
Oh, just straight up the time where, like, Yugi gets corrupted by the seal of Orichalcos.
Yep.
And plays it on himself and sacrifices his other self because he's got 2 souls.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty great. Had to cut it out. Oh, and slight new feature. That video automatically yanks itself off the webpage when the video is done, so that's fun for things. Discord upgraded. The MTG channel is going to start watching Wizards' feed for updates, which is fun.
Awesome.
The Fighting Games channel watches the Skullgirls Steam update news because they publish an RSS. Awesome. And I may or may not have finally fixed the Discord bot, not immediately playing the Seal of Orichalcos when you join. If anyone at any point, like I don't know, for the rest of my life, wants to join, get kicked, rejoin a million times so that I can test that and get it working, let me know. Yeah, that's pretty cool. James also says, Discord! Cool. News relevant to us.
I'll get in on that. So everyone else is doing it. I want to have fun.
Hell yeah.
Perfect.
Alex says Discord. News relevant to us. Alex's brother owes Alex Max silver mana. But you guys can settle that up on your own.
Yeah, I'll talk to him about it.
Nextcloud Shout app is good. It's going to go up on YouTube at 2 p.m. and it's in the break today. We'll just fix the audio and the timing.
Perfect. Love
yeah.
that.
I call it a shout at as opposed to a shout out, but it's fine.
Shout out.
I mean, I make fun, but I am currently using it. I love Nextcloud. We're going to test your metal August 2nd. I do have the date. Save your mana.
Yeah.
We like the idea of first Monday of the month being a thing. Mm-hmm. We have stuff for between 200 and 901 mana. Very exciting. Seal of Orichalcos does
And
not
then-
unlock the emote. Sorry,
And
what?
then the bits too, right?
No.
Not bits yet?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, responding to that, we have to make an extension and then get the extension approved. It's a whole thing.
All right. Well, you can still affect the games that we're playing by
Yeah.
by spending silver mana.
Hell yeah.
From everything from giving us a 1/1 plant to a treasure to letting us draw to letting us discard.
Yeah.
Not letting us. Nobody wants to.
Letting me watch Alex discard for the low price. Health pack gives us health. Way of Hand gives us a plant. Treasure token gives us treasure.
You can straight up proliferate the entire board.
Yep. And
That's so cool.
the way that works is it's good. Like all of these are going to be like they're going to be special game actions because we will never synchronize time. We don't
Right.
know how far in the past viewers are. So, and proliferate is like you may. So the channel reward proliferate is going to be it just does it.
Everything gets an additional counter.
Yeah.
Um,
Of every type.
So yeah, the idea is that you guys can just like affect both of our boards at the same time for in-game or in-stream currency.
Yeah.
And then eventually, we'll work on a way for you to let us play individual cards
Yeah.
because that's gonna be freaking awesome.
Yeah.
You can just
And we want to have like
spend a couple of bits and let Adam fucking demonic tutor.
yeah, we want to have like the channel points are remaining balanced, so we both draw a card, and then bits would be you pick one of us to draw a card.
Yeah, right. Or see, because I mean, he could always just play Brainstorm. It's a
Yeah.
freaking 100 bits, and Adam can draw 3 cards, put 2 cards from his hand back on top of his library.
Yeah.
And what the hell is that card that just got banned?
Hull Breacher.
Hole Breacher, now officially banned.
Hell yes.
Because a little too powerful.
Yeah.
Who saw that coming?
I'm apparently not Wizards when they printed it.
True.
Yeah.
Leovold. Oh, he'll get banned as your commander. Oh, we'll print Hole Breacher and
Yeah.
ban him too.
Yeah.
It's okay. Commander is not the only format, so
Yeah.
we understand.
Yeah, but it's like any instance of like if your opponent would draw a card instead, you fucking
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah.
The instead part is where they draw the line.
Yeah.
Because Narset is still,
Yep.
the mono blue Narset, still the same thing. Just like your opponent can't draw.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
But like sorcery
And
speed.
Notion Thief is also legal. The only difference is it like costs another black and doesn't have flash. I guess they figure.
Notion Thief doesn't have flash?
I think so. I
Notion
don't know.
Thief has flash.
Does it?
Yeah.
I have so many buttons
It's
in so many
designed
places.
to play as soon as your opponent tries to brainstorm with his Jace.
Yeah.
Because like specifically has the 3 power to take out the Jace next turn.
How does one spell Notion Thief? Bottom tier. Thanks, autocorrect. Let's try again.
Because
Not
I'd like to
high
know
on-
where you got the notion.
Yeah.
Thief.
There we go. If it does have flash, 4 mana. Boy, that would fit in Garuda. If an opponent would draw a card except the first one they draw on each of their draw steps, instead they skip it and I draw.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wizards continues to think that black mana is hard to get. I swear to God.
Yeah, again, that was printed in a world where Jace the Mind Sculptor was dominating the format. So they had to print a card specifically to just deal with Jace.
Yeah.
It's got, again, Jace comes out at 3 counters, and normally people just brainstorm every turn for 0.
Yeah.
So it's going to remain at 3. You draw 3 cards, your opponent puts 2 cards from their hand on top of their library, and then your turn, you swing at them with the Notion Thief and kill their Jace.
Yeah.
Like, that's what you get for playing Jace, assholes.
I guess. I know. I was complaining that Notion Thief remains legal, and I think Billy said, like, well, there's ways to... can I borrow your pen? I don't get it.
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
That is my pen. You go get your own.
You're right.
Max snaps the pen.
Yep, actually.
That pen was dead
Yep.
to me the minute it left my hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he was 3/4 of the way up the tree then.
Oh, that's great. Decree from the Wizards. Rules change is very exciting. A lot of it is like, the new set, it has dungeons, classes, rolling dice. That's in. Right where expected to be. Dungeon is a card type, and they haven't updated their explicit rules, but I don't know if you can run a dungeon in a deck, presumably just to discard to help your goifs.
Yeah, from from what I understand, it just seems really weird. Like it starts outside the game, and then you just kind of get it whenever you enter a dungeon. It exists in your command zone.
Yeah, somewhere.
Strange, very strange.
I don't know if they wanted to make a whole new zone just for dungeons. So
Yeah, and again, to not make it targetable by a proliferate, so you can't just like go to the next floor of the dungeon with proliferate.
yeah. There's 2 here. Reminder: creatures that level up get level counters. Classes don't.
Oh.
Even though you bounce them, it's just like if you bounce a creature to level, so you can re-level up if you want. You just remember it. It's fine.
Weird.
Dungeons get removed from the game as a state-based action, which is weird because they're in the command zone the whole time. Classes, they mention something about, how wishes aren't granted in Commander. I wonder what that is. I assume it's literally nothing.
Nope, that is Joe redeeming measure our diction. Who didn't see that fucking coming?
Hell yeah. That's Joe. Oh, awesome. Joe, who do you want to attempt to pronounce that card's name?
I wonder.
Well, I don't know if I told him
You've
that
been
the
saying
word
it for the
exists.
past 3 weeks.
Not to him. He doesn't play Magic. Also, shouldn't it demand text? Maybe it should. I don't know. Joe says Alex. All right.
Alex, I guess.
Oh, do you want me to pull it up?
Yeah, I need the card name. Jeez.
All right, wait a second. Ba-bam. You know what I love about this is I can quick search it. Asmor. There you go.
Yeah, with that amount of time. Well, there's... It...
I love it. She also doesn't fit on my text proxy.
asmoranomardicadaistinaculdacar.
Yeah, it's about how I pronounce it. Yeah, there you go.
Cool. Only, Jesus.
Hell
We were just talking about how funny of a Wheel of Fortune puzzle that would be.
Yeah.
Just Vanna White ages 5 years before she gets to the end of the name.
Yeah. Yeah, we should do that video, and it's just like a minute-long video, and 50 seconds of it is Vanna White walking.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Canna.
It comes to the Lord of the Rings where they're
Yes. Canna, I'll tell you what's popping. Save your mana for these things that you can interfere with the game on the 2nd. It's gonna be great. In the meantime, Dungeons, Dragons, classes, costs that include random elements must be paid last for what it's worth. There's a few that are like roll a die and it affects the cost.
Oh, okay.
Also, for what it's worth, mana abilities must be activated before paying costs, which might also matter if you're rolling dice and flipping coins. There's one in here. He's almost at 2,000 silver. I want to remind you, literally nothing is literally nothing. Like, there's no... It's not like a bluff.
Oh, it's a sense of accomplishment for sure. Everyone
And you don't
who's
even get Darth
gotten
Vader.
literally nothing has that sense of accomplishment.
I'm gonna have to ask him.
Well, again, I am trying to have
James
Adam
says
make
he highly encourages it.
for $4,000
Yeah.
somehow less.
Oh, that's true.
So you can get literally nothing for $2,000 and somehow less for twice the cost.
I love it. This is part of my Skullgirls mix-up. The mind games.
Yeah.
Man is a great fighting game player. They got a rule in here about how to read
Always
dice.
playing Skullgirls.
No, he plays Strive.
Ooh.
He is always striving to be a better player.
Yeah.
I posted that in someone's chat, and they were like, "Oh, banned."
Banned from Twitch.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah, how to read dice. I assume they're going to remind you that your D100 is 2 D10s. One's the tens digit, one's the ones digit, and the 0 on the ones digit is 10. I assume. The planner die is a die for anything that counts as like whenever you roll a die. I think there's stuff in there.
The planner die?
It exists only in Plane Chase, and if you're not playing Plane Chase and something says roll the planner die, it doesn't exist and no die gets rolled.
Isn't magic great?
Canada is literally playing GG Strive right now. Hell yeah. Good, you get to listen to us nerds in the background. I love it. Flavor words exist. Okay. When equipment spells resolve, they enter, not attached to anything, which is what it matters. But in the case of Mantle of the Ancients, they enter attached. And other things that say, like, you may bring it into the battlefield attached.
Okay.
And we're going to come back to Mantle of the Ancients for an Oracle text update, I think. Remember when they updated Valentine Dean of the Veen to allow this dude, Valentine Dean of the Vein. They updated him because it's like reflexive replacement They apparently accidentally had that in the rules twice, so now it's back to once. He's not amazing.
Seems pretty cool. I remember the
He seems-
scenes not being
Yeah,
super great.
yeah,
I run the red-white one in Zerta, but only to see my combo faster.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, he seems to be a thorn in their side. He's been in like every update since.
Zerta?
No, Valentin.
Oh, awesome.
Check Harmonic Prodigy. If an ability of... Okay. I don't know what they mean by, like, delayed and reflexive triggered abilities that their abilities create, but now they create it. And then also, I have a note here that just says, Alex.
That's...
Yes, Kark is a wizard.
Yeah, he is. What the fuck? Oh my god.
I can't think of anything like...
Something to hit when I don't have a Sakashima in play.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah, man. I assumed you heard every card already.
I'm playing Krakashima tonight. Sorry.
Well, tonight you don't have that card.
Yeah, I know. That doesn't matter. I played in anticipation.
Yeah.
I have the other guy.
Yeah. So I can't think of an example of, like, an ability of an object giving itself an ability, but in the case of abilities of an object, like on Harmonic Prodigy, it doesn't matter about the later ones that it would gain.
Oh, okay.
He enjoys watching the Skullgirls streams. Back. Feels good, man. Oh, yeah, all those wins you rack up. Yeah, that makes sense. I saw that comment. Pinned it. It's great.
I also like watching myself win.
Yeah.
Just can't do it against Kana.
Yeah. I did like it. I called the last one, wherein we play more viewers. And then in the description, I said, okay, by that I mean a second one.
Yeah.
And this thing scrolled me all the
Oh
way
yeah,
to
that
the
was awesome. Chris came on and played some Skullgirls with us.
Hell yeah.
Without the proper controls.
top. Yeah.
He has since changed them.
Yeah.
We haven't played Skullgirls though. Been a lot of Would I Lie to You to watch.
Oh, yeah. Like 16, 13 seasons.
Yeah, it's great.
You can watch the history of video technology.
Yeah.
Going from like black and white to 4K.
Oh, British technology. Television.
Yeah, British TV.
So
You know how when
the
a creature-
telly, as they know
Yeah.
it.
You know how you can like say a creature has monstrosity, it becomes monstrous?
Mm-hmm.
And I think you can do that again, you just don't get counters anymore or something. I don't know. Anyways, Vengeful Ancestor says a goaded creature. So now if you goad a creature, it is goaded for what it's worth.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if anything else has that.
It just made sense.
Yeah. They updated some rules. If a spell has lifelink or wither, it's clear. There's new creature types: bard, beholder, gnoll, halfling, hamster, tiefling. Did I say hamster? I don't know about this.
Wait, hamster's real?
Yeah, apparently it was in the... What?
They just made a squirrel commander and now they're printing hamsters.
Sweet. You keep your Chatterpang deck together. I'll build a hamster deck. Glossary entries, they're exactly what you think. Level up, Chelsea to check class, whatever. Okay. Oracle changes. There are bards. There are many more rangers. Remember last time they added a couple of rangers? Delina Wild Mage. I think I have a link here. Bam. No relation to Dina. They found 15 to 20. Create one of those tokens. Roll again. Now imagine that you had a pixie guide and a copy of a pixie guide, which is like when you roll whenever you roll, add one dice and ditch the lowest.
Cool.
So theoretically, if you had like 2 or 3 pixie guides out, they did the math and you quickly approach the point where you have to roll like thousands of dice.
Mm-hmm.
So now they said, all right, Delina Wild Mage for 15 to 20, you may roll again. For what it's worth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Create a tapped and attacking token that's a copy of that creature, except it's not legendary and it has exile this creature at the end of turn. Not when you end the turn, buddy.
That's the other way around. I gotta read that again.
It seems like it just
Hang
makes...
on.
It's like Kiki Jiki, but you could target a legendary.
I just read that. Okay. Tapped an attacking token that's a copy of the creature, except it's not. And it has exile this creature at the end of combat. Does that mean...
You can just end your turn at the end of combat.
Yes, I'll end my turn during combat. Now, if it just says end of combat... Okay, in the sense that, no, end of turn involves a cleanup step, and that's when it happens. And Obeka says jump to the cleanup step. I don't know. I'll have to check that.
I think it works. Because again, the reconnaissance, you can untap an attacking creature after he's already dealt the damage to the opponent. Because it's still combat.
Yeah, so there's time in there for you to end it before the end of combat.
Yeah.
But if end of turn means even if I say end the turn, because there's a few things that are like at the beginning of the end step versus end of turn.
Right.
I wonder. I bet there's a ruling right in there.
Yeah, it sounds to me like it would work, but only because Obeka's been super busted up until now.
Probably. Yeah, I assume it references this combat, and if I skip that, then it's fine.
Yeah.
Because it's not like the end of the next combat or something, especially because it's during a combat. Anyways. Mantle of the Ancients. Okay. I can't think of any, like, equipment off the top of my head that's, like, that does a cool thing right when oh, no. Yeah, I asked Alex this.
Anything living weapon.
Yeah.
Or there was a couple that came out in Call Time that, like, make a 2/2 knight and attach.
Yeah. So, they've updated the Oracle text. It's now, what's the exact wording? That could be attached. So, often in the... So, like, if I had something that was, like, protection from artifacts, then most equipment, I think all equipment are artifacts.
Mm-hmm.
So, Mantle of the Ancients, they don't even come in, and no germ token for me. It's not like they come in but don't attach. Let's see. Book of Vile Darkness. Okay, so all the way down here. Okay. Beginning of your end step, yeah, whatever. Tap, exile it, and a bunch of other pieces of Vecna, make Vecna. And the way it's worded is like, it, as intended. It used to be created, it gains all triggered abilities, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now it's slightly changed so that it's created with all triggered abilities, because check out Eye of Vecna when it enters the battlefield. Technically, when it was period space, it gains.
Oh, okay.
You wouldn't get that. So now
That
you
makes
do.
sense.
You get your 2 life when you make your big zombie indestructible god.
What? It's so cool that they made, like, Vecna a thing.
Yeah.
Like, again, I watched that campaign. I watched Matt create Vecna, and now there's a fucking magic card based on him.
Oh, Matt created Vecna.
All of Taldore is Matt.
Vecna's in Taldore?
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's the other side of the world from wherever Campaign 2 took place.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was Exandria. No, wait.
Exandria is the planet that they're on.
Oh, okay.
So Taldore and Wildmount and
I got
whatever.
you.
Yeah, thatness.
Makes sense.
It's so cool.
It is pretty
And
cool.
again, like Hand of Vecna should be owned by Joe Manganiello's character.
Yeah.
Archon. It makes me wonder if Archon's going to get printed. Do more D&D sets.
Yeah.
There are so many characters that we know that I watched.
Yeah.
That you could just, like, Scanlan. Scanlan
Yeah.
could just be a fucking card now.
Yeah, they got Bard type.
Right.
Oh, man. Yeah. I can't decide if it's, like, very good or very bad that they're like, we're only doing one because, oh, you're going to involve D&D? Well, you could just do only that forever.
Yeah, right, exactly.
But,
Oh my god, you can play Keyleth, tap, sacrifice. That's it. She just jumps off the fucking cliff.
if a creature you control was sacrificed this turn, or died this turn.
Yeah, right. You may spend 500 gold and diamonds to resurrect it. Sapphire treasures. Reanimate.
Yeah.
That'd actually be pretty, like, a cool concept. Sack 5 treasures, bring this guy back. Cards that you can only pay for via treasure.
That'd be sick.
Or, like, cost less if you sack treasures to cast them.
Yeah, but also just the flavor on, like, sack treasure, resurrect.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, wait, that, I mean, it's a lot of money, but it's just money and just back from the dead.
Yeah, right.
Forget.
Slam a diamond into its chest and it's...
Yeah.
What?
Through the power of wealth.
Yeah.
That's great. I'm at a part in...
Batman can cast Revivify so much.
Yeah.
So much Revivify. Just doesn't have the fucking spell casting.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll change up his whole aesthetic. He'll just be resurrecting people all over the place. Jesus ain't got shit. Just,
Making it rain.
Yeah.
Dead people coming back to life.
Yeah. And then finally, he could, like, Joker be like, I killed 500 people. And I'd be like, I'm writing a check. Yeah. Yeah, I'm at a part in Disco Elysium where they run into the mega rich, ultra light bending guy. And they just go into a shipping container. And they find this dude who is so rich that compared to the player character, there's some weird in-world coefficient, and like because he's so much richer, looking at him bends light around him and you can't see him.
Awesome.
It's hilarious.
That is great.
And they're just like, man, just manipulating the fabric of reality by wealth.
Yeah. That was kind of our idea for Bad Money. He's just got a tooth
Yep.
worth more than the average life.
Yep. Well, apparently the average life's only 5 treasures, so that's nothing.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Took me a long time to get that treasure. It took me 7 mana to get treasures equal to lands.
Mm.
Oh well. Any
Well, yeah,
more?
but that's equal to lands.
Yeah. For 7 mana.
Yeah. But yeah, let's play some games.
Oh my god, that sounds so good. I wanna